Hello and welcome back to another grocery haul video. This is week number 3 of our FlyBuys bonus point offer. We have an offer from Coles to receive 10,000 FlyBuys points, which is equivalent to $50 cash back if we spend $80 at Coles over 4 weeks. So this is week 3. We are also doing a pantry challenge freezer clean out for July. So we're working really hard not to buy a lot of meat and things like that that go in the freezer, and only just scrape through with our $80 spend each week so that we can pick up those FlyBuys points. We're going to keep all of those and cash them all out at the end of the year, and that is what we use towards our Christmas spending. It's really awesome. We haven't had as many bonus point offers this year as what we would have liked, but still $50 to put aside for Christmas is a pretty good deal. So today we spent just over $82 at Coles. But then I also popped across to Aldi just to pick up a couple of extra things. So our total spend for this week was $98.15. We are still well and truly under our budget of $150 a week for our family of 5. But we did meet the spend for Coles, so we've scored week 3 on our bonus spend. We have 1 week left to go. And we are still working on using up all the things that we already have on hand in our fridge, freezer and pantry as part of our July Eat Everything in the Freezer and Clean It Out challenge. Because if you've seen any of my other earlier videos from this month, that freezer really needs to be de-iced. So that is the aim of the game for July. We are working on using all of the things that we've already purchased and just supplementing a little bit with these shops. So I'm going to turn this around to show you what we picked up today. So let's see what we did in today's shop. Today we grabbed 2 3-litre milks from Coles. We still have a little bit of milk left over from last week. So we just grabbed 2. We're going to see how we go with that. We also picked up some Wheat Bix for breakfasts. I did find some rolled oats in the back of the pantry, so we're going to use those to do some overnight oats and some Bircher muesli, as well as the Wheat Bix. We also picked up some ham for sandwiches, another block of cheese, some sour cream, and some eggs. So we can do pancakes, or we can do some egg wraps or something like that for breakfast. We can also use the eggs to do a frittata or an omelette or something like that one night for dinner. I did pick up a couple of loaves of marked down bread, so we will do some more sandwiches this week, but we will be focusing on doing leftovers and cooked lunches as much as we can. For the pantry, I did pick up some baked beans. This is a bit popular with the boys, particularly when we have a catch and kill night. That is when you have to go and get your own dinner because mum's not cooking. They seem to fall back onto the old baked beans for dinner, but I'm not going to complain. We can also use those for a big breakfast as well. I know I have some sausages, some gourmet sausages outside in the freezer, so we could do eggs and baked beans and sausages for a big brunch one day as well. This week, broccoli was a really good price. I've picked up, this whole bag was only 1.5 kilos, and broccoli being in season at the moment was $2.90 a kilo. So this was a really good buy, lots of broccoli. And the great thing is that this will actually last in the fridge, particularly if I put it in one of those Tupperware containers. I know I'm going to get a couple of weeks out of this broccoli. I think I've got 4 or 5 heads in there. I think there's 4. I got the biggest ones that I could get. So we've got broccoli for a little bit, and I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with that other than just put it in the fridge. I also did grab a coleslaw mix that was marked down. It looks really good. So I'm going to make that up, put that in the fridge, and then we're going to be able to have a cold lunch, probably with some meat out of the freezer as well. So we'll definitely get a meal, maybe 2 meals out of that one. I'm not too sure, but we will see how we go. I also grabbed strawberries and blueberries, which were a good price again today. The strawberries were $3 a punnet and the blueberries were $2.90. Unfortunately, like I said, the Ninja has died, so we won't be doing smoothies, but we will be using these just as snacks, as well as some oranges that we have growing on the orange tree. And there is a tiny little bit of fruit left over from the past weeks, but that's pretty much going to be it for fruit this week, as well as any tinned fruit that's left in the pantry. I did grab some white potatoes from Coles. This 2 kilo bag was $4. They do have 2 kilo bags for $4 on special at Coles quite regularly, but when they're not on special, this is $7, which is just a bit nutty. But I did grab one because they were back down to a good price at Coles today. I also grabbed an Alpine Bread, which is a FoodMap friendly loaf of bread. This is not cheap. This is about $6 for the loaf, but I've grabbed this for my mum, who prefers to have this sort of bread. I prefer just to not eat bread. I just find it a lot easier just to not eat bread because I can't eat normal bread. But I have grabbed that one for her, so that is coming out of our grocery budget this week, which I don't really mind. I also grabbed 2 packets of noodles for the pantry for the kids. They love being able to do noodles again on those nights where it is get your own dinner, so that should last a little while as well. I grabbed another packet of Parmesan cheese because we do seem to go through a lot of Parmesan cheese this time of year, doing lots of pasta bakes and things like that. Also from Coles, I grabbed the 5 kilo bag of basmati rice. This definitely works out a lot cheaper if you can buy in bulk to buy these big bags. I believe that was $14 for the 5 kilo bag, so a lot cheaper than buying it in the 1 kilo bags. But you do have to have the room in your budget and the room to store it. Luckily I have both, so we're going to buy in bulk and save a few dollars on that one. And also from Coles, just picked up a couple of cleaning products, so toilet cleaner and dishwashing liquid. So that was Coles. Then I popped into Aldi and I grabbed arborio rice, which Coles was completely sold out of, and Woolies is as well. So that is one for us and one for my sister-in-law, who has not been able to get arborio rice for a couple of weeks. Aldi had some today, so I grabbed 2. One for us and one for them. And I also grabbed yogurt from Aldi because I really much prefer their yogurt. So Aldi yogurt actually uses, if we have a look down here, nope, that is the wrong side, turn it around. So the ingredients on the Aldi yogurt is just a full cream milk or a standard milk. The Coles one actually uses a skim milk, which I don't like skim milk yogurts, so definitely prefer to get the yogurt from Aldi. And I also got the organic vanilla flavored yogurt for the kids to have just as a snack, which again is a full cream yogurt, as opposed to most of the ones that you find at Coles. And all of the ones that I looked at today were all a skim milk yogurt, which I just really don't like. So I did pop into Aldi to grab those. I will use the Greek yogurt in some cooking, but also in those overnight oats that we're going to make for breakfast. And the vanilla flavored yogurt will just be for snacks to have with fruit. And while I was in there, I also grabbed coconut cream. because I forgot to get that at Coles. But I also think I prefer the coconut cream from Aldi as well. This one seems to separate. So when you open this, you'll find there's a thick layer of cream and then there's the watery section underneath. The Coles one does not do that, and I don't know why, and I'm going to go and have a look at the ingredients and compare the two and find out why this coconut cream separates and the Coles one doesn't. So I'm a bit suspicious on the Coles one now, so I think I'll be sticking with the Aldi coconut cream. If anybody knows, if you want to let me know in the comments, I feel like that the Coles coconut cream, Coles brand coconut cream might be a bit dodgy. Anyways, that is this week's shop. Again, there is no meat. We will be using the marked down meats and things like that we already have in the freezer that we've picked up previously. So this will see us through for this week for lunches and breakfasts, and we've got a few veggies there, but mostly our dinners will be coming from the things that we already have on hand. So that is today's shop. All right, so I'm going to again try very hard to remember to document all of the meals that we do make this week, including what is coming out of the freezer, so you can see how we're pulling this all together. If that is something that you would be interested in seeing, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you can be notified when that video comes out, which will be later on next week. And of course, if you found this video useful, if you could please give it a thumbs up to let me know. I really appreciate that as well. And it does let me know what content you guys are enjoying and what you'd like to see more of. So once again, thank you so much for joining me here today, and I hope to see you in the next video when I explain everything that we're going to do with all of this food, because like I've said previously, this is not enough to feed a family of 5 for an entire week. We will be using some of the stuff that we already have in the fridge, freezer and pantry to pull it all together. So that will be coming up in our next video. All right, I hope to see you guys then. Bye.